Welcome back everyone to Jack Plays Golf. Today's round is a story of two halves, a shocking front nine followed by a sensational back nine, but will it be enough to break 90? Let's hop over to the first hole and find out. We are joined with Peter and Sally today on the front nine, and we're teeing things off with the 2-iron from the tee. I actually booked the tee slot 5 minutes before, turned up, didn't even know I was playing a par 5. Doesn't make a difference because I've sliced off into the trees. I'm left with a punch shot out with the 7-iron. Managed to get it through the trees pretty nicely into the middle. Sorry for the blurry camera here. Gonna try and get a 7-iron down the middle. And unfortunately I put it into the trees. And unfortunately not a very good lie here. Green to the right. Have a quick look and realise there's no chance there. So it's another punch out already. Nicely into the middle of the fairway, mind.
Get it out of there.
Now I've got a 9-iron into the green. Let's hope this one goes well.
Oh, no.
And I've chunked that one into the deep rough. So going with a 52 at it now. And I've shanked it into the tree. So quite a first hole. So going with a short 56 now. And I've caught the top of the tree. So it's got no speed being a short chip, and it's dropped directly down. So resorted to going to the 60-degree now for a final approach onto the green. And that was my 8th shot, and I managed to get onto the green. So not a great start to the round. See if this putt's going to be any better. And it's up there pretty close. I'd like to think that the no warm-up has really affected me on this hole. But I've managed to 2-putt, so you know, a bit of a blowout on that first hole. We're getting a 10, I think first 10 of the channel. So let's forget about that one and on to this par 3. Unfortunately, I couldn't forget it. I think I hit a 7-iron there, which is way too much club, and I've sliced off to the right some in the hedge. Free from the tee, and we're joined with Peter and Sally. And Sally's just pointed out that that was too much club, which it was. So now I've got a bunker in front of me, just want to make sure I get over that one with a 60-degree. Carry it over the bunker onto the green, but it's going to roll out pretty long, and obviously we're free from the tee already. So left me with this long putt for double, so likely to be a triple here. Although that is quite the putt. As I mentioned, what a save, and maybe that's going to be the turning point of the round. Back to the 5-iron from the tee here, and I've hit that one pretty nicely down the left hand side. It is a dog leg left, but I don't think I'm going to carry the trees. However, it did roll out, so I'm in the rough with a clear shot of the green. Let's hope it can go better than the other shots. Come off pretty low, but it's hit onto the green and ended up rolling off. So now I'm just off the fringe, opting for the putter, the safer option. On the downhill green, I've hit it fairly soft, so it's leaving me with another long putt for par. Want to get this one close. Unfortunately, just misses, but that should be a nice tap in for bogey. And that's back to the golf we want to see on this channel. On to the second par 3 of the round, and as you can see, there's a bit of wait time here. There's about 10-minute wait between each hole. And Peter's placed himself nicely in front of the camera. Hopefully he doesn't move any further. Peter, come on, move back. Come on, Pete. Don't do me like this. And unfortunately, Peter misses, and there's like 3-4 people waiting. And I've hit that one pure, they're clapping, it lands right on the green. So, you know, that 10-minute wait at that hole, it might have paid dividends. Hopefully we can sink a long putt again. Unfortunately not on this occasion, but hopefully we can make our first par of the round, and that's gone in nicely for par. Peter's thinking about it, thankfully he's moved out the camera this time, although maybe that's not a good thing as I've hit it off down to the right hand side with the 5-iron. So now I'm just going to do a 9-iron short chip / punch, whatever you want to call it, out into the middle of the fairway, which come out pretty nicely. Going with a 9-iron now, Unfortunately, I've pushed it off to the right. Had pretty good distance on it, but I found myself in the rough here. So unfortunately the camera work wasn't that great, but I am just over there. A short chip onto the green, and it rolls up towards the flag. Pretty happy with that one. Can we go back-to-back pars? Unfortunately, that one's rolled past, and it's not giving us the easiest bogey. But we've got to head down and manage to get it in for double. So onto this next par 4. Just want to keep it down the left-hand side. Good advice from Peter and Sally, and I've laid up a nice little stinger with a 5-iron.
Not lower than I wanted it to be, but it's there.
And it's rolled pretty far, left me nicely in the middle of the fairway. Hopefully we can do a good approach shot in. And I've kept it low again. And luckily it avoids the bunker. Gives us a clean shot onto the green. Nice chip shot with a 60 degree. However, I've carried it a bit long and it's rolled off the back. So now another putt from the fringe, which I've hammered past the flag, which is going to leave me with a very awkward bogey putt. Slightly off the camera. However, I've managed to drain it in for bogey, so saved it there somewhat. We'll take that. Unfortunately, Peter missed that one. Now a par 4 with the 5-iron from the tee. I've pushed it off to the right-hand side into all these trees. Luckily I found it, so now I'm going to try and go over it with the 52. And it's unfortunately clipped it, rolled through and distributed out on the other side of the tree, thankfully.
Should have gone under it.
But like I said, should have gone under that one.
I can see it, yeah.
So now I've got 8-iron at the flag. Got to get over the tree, which I've done pretty nicely. And Sally's informed me it's gone right into the bunker. So as we know, bunker's not that great on this channel. So we're going to try and get it out. That's the main thing here. All I want to do, not hit it into that lip. Made sure to get sand first, came through it. Came a little bit short, but I'm out the bunker, leaving me with a long putt from the fringe. And it starts rolling towards, unfortunately, just a little short. But it's a tap-in double, and considering the tree hit earlier on, that's not too bad. Peter forgets about the camera once more, but thankfully remembers and goes back. And then using the 2-iron now, Peter steps in just as soon as the shot's been struck. But he's paid me big compliments there, so we'll forgive him. I'm left with this nice shot into the green, and I've pushed it off to the right. And Peter's back in the bad books with his comments there. Now 60 degree from down below. That was a pretty hard shot. So I managed to get it up there. Unfortunately, it rolled off the green afterwards, leaving me with another short chip back up the other side. Got a bit unlucky there, but it's nicely onto the green. So again, leaving me with an uncomfortable putt for bogey. Unfortunately, I've missed just to the left of it there and powered it past. But we've managed to clean it up for double. So going on to the par 5 now to finish off the front 9. And I've hooked it off left with the 5-iron, and it's under the trees. So going 6-iron at this to get some distance. I didn't actually know how this hole shaped up, so I was just hitting and hoping, which is never a good idea. And I've carried it towards those trees and just hoping it's not under them. So now I'm going to try and go under with a 7-iron. And I've topped it, but it's just come out, leaving me with a 52 degree onto the flag. Hopefully it doesn't hit the trees. Missed it come up pretty clean and landed in the center of the green. Leaving me with one final long par putt on the front 9. Long one uphill. And it's just lipped out. So unfortunately we've missed out on the par. I have a tap-in bogey, we'll take that. Let's hit the subscribe button for that one. We've just hit 500 subscribers, so here's to the next 500. And that's farewell to Peter and Sally. So I'm now going solo and opting with a 2-iron, so now there's no one in front of me all the time in the world. And I've struck that 2-iron right down the middle. And we're going to be in the fairway. So now going 6-iron from the fairway just to get up there again. that one pretty clean, pretty much where I wanted to be. Leaving with a pitching wedge into the green. Hopefully we can land it on there. And it's come off pretty nice. I'm just hoping it carries past that bunker and lands onto the green. So we're going to have our first birdie putt attempt of the round. Big mix up from the front nine. I guess with nothing to lose at this point with the high score. And I've lagged it up there, leaving me with a simple putt to par. Let's hope we can make this one. And that's a great start to the back nine. Let's leave a like on the video. Let's try and get 50 likes. And back to the 2-iron now from the tee. It's coming out pretty clean on the back nine. Unfortunately, I've pushed it a little bit to the right and it might be in those trees. And I've just realized the battery's running low on my phone, which is a problem. It's going to go 9-iron from the top of this hill. Clips the tree, but thankfully doesn't take too much off it. However, I have found myself in the center of a bunker once more. Let's see if we can get out of it again. Going 60 degree from the bunker. And that one's come up pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with that one. It's going to give us a putt for par. Whether we make it or not is a different story. So a bit of left to right here. Not really accounted for that too much, but it's going to give us a nice tap-in bogey again. So we'll take those. So now short par 3, 155 yards, taking the 9-iron at this one. And that looks pretty good, right on the flag. Oh, and unfortunately just come a little bit short from going in for the hole-in-one, but I don't know if you can say unfortunately for that. So leaves us with our first reasonable birdie putt of the round. The other one was a bit too long. And I've only gone and dropped it. So what a start to the back nine. And then I realised that the battery's running low and I need to start picking up the pace. So 2-iron from the tee comes off a little bit low there and off to the right.
It'll do.
Leaving us with a semi-obstructed attempt at the flag, so I'm going a little bit to the left. May have pulled it a smidge and I've gone straight into that tree. So not ideal. But I found it at the bottom, and I'm going with the 52 degree. Clip the tree on the way up. Thankfully didn't take too much off it. And we're on the green again. So a long putt for par. Realistically, I just want to get this one close. Although if I could whip out another putt like the one on the second hole. Unfortunately not on this occasion. And let's hope we can tap this in for bogey. Just dips in at the end, that was a bit too close for comfort. So 2-iron staying in hand on the tee box. And it may not on the next one because that's pushed out to the right again. So hunting in the trees once more. 8-iron at this one this time. So 2 bunkers to the right, but I wanted to just come out just shy of it. And I've managed to do so. Put myself in the center of the fairway, took the bunkers out of play. And 60 degree at this one, and on a very nice lie off that fairway. As you can see, very happy with that. So I've got a par attempt at this one. Unfortunately the ball's off the screen, but it did go in for par. And as you can see, the pace is starting to ramp up as I'm on 7% battery at this point. So back to the 2-iron, and I've overcorrected and ended up coming to the trees on the left-hand side. Now opting with the 9-iron just to get over these trees and make sure I get out the rough. Managed to do so, which is the main thing. Even with battery running low, I thought I'd try out our new camera angle. Little chip up there, just wanted to get up that hill and get onto the green. Pretty big green at the back. But as you can see, I'm running to each shot, so I'm getting pretty tired. But it's another long putt for par. Again, realistically, you just want to get this one close. If it goes in, then happy days. Unfortunately, that's a little bit too far away from my comfort. Would have preferred that to be a bit closer. So I'm going to take my time, as much as I can anyway, and hopefully putt this one in for bogey. And manage to hit the flag and drop it straight in. So I might need to look at running in between my shots more often as the score is getting lower. Now we have another par 4 with a hedge on the right. So 2 iron again. Comes out pretty clean, but it is hugging towards that right hand side on this short par 4. Found my ball, luckily didn't go into the hedge. But now I've got to get over this massive tree with a 52. And I've got it over it. But I think that I've come up short, as you can see from the camera here.
Short.
But when I got up there, I'm actually on the green, so I've got to putt for birdie again. Or is it going to go in? Go on. Oh, and it's just rolled to the right-hand side of the hole. No time to waste though. I've got to run up and tap this one on for par, which I've done quite nicely, and I'm going to run out towards the 17.
5% battery.
So par 3 uphill, using the 8 iron. And it's come off pretty clean. But I've just come a little bit short, and it's gone into the top of the bunker and rolled down. So we're back in a bunker again. And again, miraculously, we're out of the bunker. And the downslope out of it means that it's pretty good. And a good display of course etiquette here, even with the rushing, still managing to rake the bunkers. Hopefully that good karma will let me sink this one into the hole. Can we get back-to-back pars? Unfortunately, I didn't read that bank too much. But we've not got much time, but we have managed to get that in for bogey. Moving on to the 18th. 2 iron back in hand. And it's come out pretty good, but just to the left. There was water to the right, so I just wanted to avoid that at all costs. Little meerkat glance and grab everything and run to the hole. So 7 iron from this rough. And the only positive is it's come out of the rough to the right. Now we've got the 9 iron. Just to go into the middle of the fairway again, rather than go for the green. There's like 5 bunkers around there, so I didn't want to go into any of those. Give me a comfortable lie from the fairway with the 60 degree. Just need to go in between these 2 bunkers. And that's come out quite nicely. It's going to carry long, but it's not in either of the bunkers and it's on the green. Leaving with this nasty downhill putt towards the hole. And I've tapped that one nicely. And it's rolling towards, however, as you can see, it keeps on rolling and misses just to the left of the hole. So we're now going to try and tap this one in for a final bogey. See if we can make it happen. We managed to tap that in for a final bogey, and you can see the relief after realizing I can stop running. Ending the back 9 with an amazing 4 over, plus 20 overall on the par 72. Technically the 10 went down as an 8 on the system, so I'm going to count that for a 90 round in this series. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for season 1 finale, coming soon.